Shotzi Blackheart is the new #1 contender for the Smackdown's Women's Championship, and it has a lot of people arguing back and forth. So let's talk about it. What up, y'all? This is a YouTube exclusive from Dope Content. This is K-Lou from Dope Content here. You know what it is. We are here to do our first YouTube exclusive. It should be the second. I did a Dave Chappelle. I did 2 videos on Dave Chappelle Saturday Night Live, and both of them got blocked, which is crazy because I see other creators do it all the time, and they did the exact same thing I did. They're not blocked, but I'm blocked. So, hey, maybe we'll try a third time, maybe not. But today we're here to talk about Shotzi, as you see on the screen. Last week, she became the #1 contender for the Smackdown Women's Championship, which is held by Ronda Rousey. And a lot of fans are upset. A lot of podcast, radio personalities was upset. Some liked the decision. I would like to hear what you thought about it. Please leave your comment in the comment section. But we're going to listen to Monday's episode of Busted Open, and it was a huge argument between Bully Ray and Dave LaGreca about Shotzi. So let's listen to it. Let's react. I'm going to tell you what I would have done personally. And if you agree or disagree, leave your comments in the comment section. Let's get to it. Let's pull it right on up. Let's listen to what Dave and Bully Ray had to say.
Ability is destroyed for me. Shayna, credible fighter. Ronda, credible fighter. I like the union of Shayna and Ronda. I think I've been talking about it for a long time on this show, how Ronda needs to get in Shayna's ear and remind her of who she is and was. And I think we're seeing that.
So just a heads up, they argued for about a good 10 minutes. So it's going to be very interesting. So let's take a look. Then once again, I will tell you what I would have done, and we'll react to it. Let's go.
Look at it at the one end with Ronda Rousey. You also have to look at it the other side, where you build up a credible contender that you can actually kind of believe in. Shotzi Blackheart, or Shotzi now, you know, her last 3 matches, first of all, those 3 singles matches, I'm not talking about tag matches or what we saw with the 6-pack challenge on Friday. Her last 3 singles matches, which, by the way, on TV, spans over 3 months. Bruh. Okay? She was on NXT in October where she beat Lash Legend.
Right.
That's what made me believe that maybe Shotzi was going to be moved to NXT. I think that would actually have helped Shotzi and would have helped the NXT brand. But as far as TV, she lost to Natalya on SmackDown. She lost to Liv Morgan on SmackDown. Like, you're going to have to go back to all the way of since July when Shotzi had a singles match on TV where she actually won. So knowing that and seeing that, why would I be excited to see Shotzi in a match? And this is not just like a throwaway pay-per-view. This is Survivor Series,
right?
For crying out loud. This is one of the big 4 pay-per-views for the WWE, and you're going with somebody who on the main roster hasn't won a singles match on TV since last July.
Okay, so now let me give you the other side of it. Okay, so Dave, you're sitting in on the creative meeting, right?
Yes.
And you just made that point. Okay, Dave, fine. Then who do we put up against Ronda Rousey?
But Bully, then you have to look.
No buts.
No, you have to be a butt. Because
one thing about Dave is every time he say something, Bully would come back and say, "Okay, so what would you do?" He never answered the question. It always but Bully. So this is how the argument started.
You're not just throwing.
Okay, so Dave, you're sitting in on the creative meeting, right?
Yes.
And you just made that point. Okay, Dave, fine. Then who do we put up against Ronda Rousey?
But Bully, then you have to
buts.
look.
No buts.
No, you have to be a butt. Because you're not just throwing a question at me out of nowhere.
Dave, I'm putting you in a situation where you have to come up with a better suggestion. You can't just shit on it. You need a better suggestion.
No, Bully,
right.
I'm not shitting on it. What is creative? Wait, Bully. What is creative supposed to do? Bully, what is creative supposed? Wait, I'm asking you a question. What is creative supposed to do? They're supposed to build somebody. They're supposed to build someone.
Correct. Okay, so they're gonna tell you, well, we put Shotzi in the 6-pack challenge and she won, and we're giving her an opportunity. So if you're saying Shotzi is not the right one, who is the right one and why at this point?
Shotzi could be the right one, Bully, if you actually built her up on TV to make her a viable contender.
That's true.
For Ronda Rousey. This is the problem that I have right now.
They didn't.
Right.
And if not Shotzi, then who?
Well, they haven't built up anybody. They haven't built up Lacey Evans.
True.
They haven't built up Liv Morgan. They haven't built up Raquel Rodriguez. They haven't built up Sonya Deville, and they haven't built up Xia Li.
True.
So if they haven't built up anybody across the board, who is your better suggestion?
There isn't a suggestion. It's called do your fucking job and build up a contender to get you to believe in somebody to step into the ring with Ronda Rousey. You can't just throw me a question off the bat over something that I just saw this past Friday.
Sure,
Creative's job is to build up a viable contender to get into the ring with Ronda Rousey on a major fucking pay-per-view.
If not Shotzi, then you don't have a better idea.
Because you're supposed to build up a fucking contender, Bully. Okay.
You don't have a better suggestion.
All right. Nope, I don't have another suggestion, so just fuck it. Put in Shotzi, and let's have a throwaway match on a major pay-per-view like Survivor Series. There you go.
What you shouldn't do.
Mark Henry just laughing.
There you go. You booked it.
You don't have a better
good creative.
You're shitting on the idea. All I did was you're getting all mad. You're yelling and screaming.
He's asking,
and I'm just trying to put you in a pro wrestling setting with creative.
Right.
Because as Mark knows, if you're going to shoot down an idea in wrestling, you're supposed to have a backup idea. You're not just supposed to shoot it down.
I'm sorry. I thought you're supposed to look at, we got Survivor Series coming up, so let's start building up somebody on TV to face Ronda Rousey at a major pay-per-view like Survivor Series. I'm sorry. I thought the whole job I created, I have it all wrong. Let's just throw shit together and play it 2 weeks prior to a major pay-per-view. I'm sorry, Bully. Go right ahead.
That's what's happening.
Yes. A good suggestion would have been to have a gauntlet match and have Shotzi beat everybody.
What's the difference?
That would have built her up a little bit more. All I'm asking you is
against people.
I just gave you a good idea.
That have no story behind it. Nothing.
But that's what they have to deal with. That's what they have. Those are the cards that have been dealt to them. So you either play the hand that's been dealt or you fold. All I was asking you is, if not Shotzi,
then who?
Then who? And why?
Well, I think this goes back to our conversation.
He still ain't answered the question
about the problem of the brand split. They decided creatively not to build up a viable contender. Now, what they're going to do is exactly what they did with Liv Morgan. They're going to have her go up against Shayna Baszler on TV next week. She's going to beat Shayna Baszler. The commentators are going to put over Shotzi. Oh, my God, she beat Shayna Baszler. You know, she's a credible athlete, MMA, Ronda's best friend. So maybe she has a shot to beat Ronda Rousey at Survivor Series. It's a 2-week story going into a major pay-per-view like Survivor Series against somebody, like you just said, Bully, that you're supposed to be protecting in Ronda Rousey. This shouldn't be a throwaway match. This should be a major matchup.
True.
Like they put the time into the championship title picture. Why don't they do it with the women's championship title picture?
True. Bent as if I told you that your suggestion was a bad idea. I'm saying you don't like it. So if not Shotzi, then who? I'm just trying to put you in a setting.
Bully, I think it's a shame that when it comes to this women's title picture, which is Ronda Rousey, which is a mainstream name, that they put this little time and effort into this title picture. They have put extremely little time and effort into this title picture. And that's one of your world championships. Go ahead, Mark.
But we are where we are now.
Right.
And now what Bully is saying is, how do you fix it? What idea do you have? I have one.
All right, well, don't tell me. What we'll do is we'll tease it. 877-344-4893, 877-FIGHT93, and we'll get Mark's idea when myself, Mark, and Bully are back right here on Busted Open.
So that's the first half. That's the first half of the argument, right? And look, both are right. Dave is right for saying WWE hasn't built up anybody. That's right. That's correct. He's not lying. But Bully is asking, who instead of Shotzi would you put in the match with Ronda at Survivor Series? That's all he's asking. So you don't like Shotzi? Who else out of that match would you put in? I have my answer. I hope you guys have answers that's watching. If you do, leave your comments in the comment section. If I like your answer more than mine, or if I think your idea is a great idea, I will give you an Amazon gift card. Ship it right to you. Send it right to you. Amazon gift card coming your way just by participating. So me personally, first of all, I think Raquel is more believable than anybody in that match. That was in that match. It was Raquel, Shotzi, Xia Li, Sonya Deville, and I believe Liv Morgan and Lacey Evans. So you already did the Liv Morgan thing, so you can't really just go right back to that, right? Who's next? I believe Raquel is the most believable character right now, even though she hasn't really been built up like Dave said. But I mean, look at the size of her, look at the power, look at the muscle. If anybody can hang with Ronda Rousey in a 2-week span, it's Raquel Gonzalez, right? But that's an easy one, right? So WWE, it seems like they wanted to go for the shock value, give you somebody different, because when they announced this match, I'm sure I wasn't the only one that was like, oh, well, Raquel is going to win this, and they're going to send her to some Survivor Series versus Ronda, right? Okay, say WWE want to go for a shock value, but somebody that's still believable. I personally would have put Xia Li in the match, and I would have had her win and go on to take on Ronda Rousey. The reason why, you haven't seen Xia Li on TV. Xia Li hasn't been built up at all. She has been basically in catering, right? But the thing that Xia Li has that nobody else in that match has is the striking ability, the karate, the jiu-jitsu, whatever it is that she took. And anybody that know Ronda Rousey from her UFC days knows that she is not good against strikers. Those are the people that beat her, the Holly Holmes, the Amanda Nunes, women that can strike. Xia Li is a striker. They could have built that and made that a storyline, and they could have brought up the Ronda Rousey struggling in her last UFC fights against strikers, and Xia Li is one of the best strikers in the women's division. That would have been a little more believable than just throwing Shotzi out there. I'm just saying. So that's my ideal on that part, on the first half of the argument. Once again, leave your comments, like the video. We're looking for 50 to 100 likes on the video. If you have a great prediction, or if I think your prediction is good, I will send you an Amazon gift card. So that's step one. Let's get to phase 2 of the argument. I'm going to have to fast forward because I know they got some music playing that I don't want to get copyrighted for. So
the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be.
Sirius XM, Fight Nation.
That's right. 77 Fight 93.
Right,
Give us a call
go.
now. We're talking about Ronda Rousey, the big matchup at Survivor Series, one of the big 4 pay-per-views, and we're going to see Shotzi, who has an impressive 1-3 record in singles
Shotzi,
matches in the last 5 months on SmackDown. So can't wait for that matchup. But Mark, you said you have an idea surrounding that championship title.
Here they
match.
go.
You darn kids, get off my lawn. What was I talking about again?
That's all he does. He shits on stuff and he doesn't
I
come
don't
up with a
shit
better
on.
idea.
By the way,
Yeah,
I
you
don't
do.
shit on
Yeah,
anything.
you
That's
do.
rude. That's rude,
on
and it's disgusting.
Okay,
I will never
break
shit on
it up,
I would never,
kids.
And you
I would
have
never
no
shit
better
on
solution.
anything.
Break it up.
Okay.
No
Let
suggestions.
me give
And
you
maybe-
this. Let me give you
you
the
know
scenario.
what? You know what, pal? Maybe if you didn't go through a table by Moose, maybe your attitude would be a little bit
Oh,
different.
Whoa!
Maybe your
That
attitude would
fucking
be a
joke
little
got
bit
over.
different. All right? You
What's
make
your
me
better
want to. You know what?
suggestion?
You make me want to root
What's
for
your better
Moose.
suggestion?
You make me want to root for Moose. There you
What's
go.
your better suggestion?
What?
You have none.
No,
You
yeah,
have
no, I
zero.
liked it. I
All
liked it
you
just
do is
fine.
complain.
I liked it just
All
fine
you
that Moose
do
put
is
you.
complain.
No, no,
I'd
I
like
liked
to hear
it.
Mark's.
What are they
liked
talking
it
about?
just fine. I liked it just fine
This
that
is
Moose
how
put you through
proper
it there.
pro wrestling
I
is
thought that was.
conducted.
I thought that was
How
excellent.
proper pro wrestling is conducted.
I
You give
listened
an
to the Saturday
alternative idea.
show,
Bro,
and the
Dave.
weekly
Sit there
winner was
and
Impact,
dance
and the
complain.
reason why
Oh, I
Hall of
hated
Famer
this.
Mark
This
Henry
sucks.
said because
And you have
Bully
nothing
Way went through
You
a
have
table.
nothing.
But go ahead, Mark.
You have nothing. You
No,
have
it should be-
zero.
yeah, it should
you
be
wouldn't last
the other-
2 days on creative.
Yeah, because you know what? Because I'd actually
Bye,
build
Felicia.
somebody up. I would actually
I'm
build
sitting
somebody
here with
up
my
for a
arms
title.
folded,
Go ahead,
guys.
Mark.
Girl,
Poor
Boy,
Mark.
It's not about you. It's not about you. It's about Mark
I'm-
right
I
now.
wanna hear
Go ahead,
Mark's
Mark.
idea.
No,
I'm
maybe
just
you
reminding
that
the
maybe
people that
maybe you
you
need to tone it
shit on
down.
everything
Maybe you
and
need to
don't-
tone
they
it
don't
down.
give a
I
better
don't know.
idea.
I don't know. Maybe creative could do their jobs when they're not eating their cookies and drinking out of their juice.
All I asked you
Their
for
juice
was a
boxes.
different
Go ahead.
suggestion, and you get
okay,
all
yeah,
mad.
all right, then
And
fill in the
you're
blank with
getting
somebody
more
else
mad.
that has a 1-4
You're getting
record on
more
TV.
mad
Dang.
But go
because
ahead,
you can't
Mark.
come up with anything.
Bully, we're actually listening to Mark's suggestion right now. Go
I
ahead,
invited Mark in the conversation two minutes ago, but you won't shut the fuck up.
Actually, you don't shut up. You don't shut up. You do not know when to be quiet.
Now
and
let's
let
listen to
somebody
Mark.
else talk. Go ahead, Mark.
Okay. All right, guys. This is how you fix it.
Okay.
You build somebody by defeat. And that being said, have Shayna Baszler just go beat the shit out of her.
Why?
Make it look like she's not going to be able to answer the call. But guess what? She drags her ass down to that ring. She looks at Shayna. She looks at Ronda. They both looking at each other like, what the hell? How in the hell did she get down here? And she stands there and she tells them ring the bell and comes out swinging those fists. But it's Ronda Rousey. And you know what's going to happen when you get in there with Ronda Rousey. And not only do you have the stacked deck against you, but now you're injured. And you make quick work. They leave laughing. Get to all the way to the monitor.
I don't like it.
And Shotzi gets back up and goes, I'm not done yet. Until you snuff me out,
I don't like it.
I'm going to keep coming for you.
I don't like it.
And you build the person by defeat. You build them by giving them gumption. You build them by giving them some kind of respect. Because at this point, like you said, Dave, there's not enough time to build her going toward this match.
2 weeks.
She's dead in the water.
2 weeks.
She's a ship out there in the ocean with no guns. And you know what's going to happen when you don't have anything to fight back with? You're going to get killed. You can only build her from where we are now.
That's
You
true.
can't go back in time. So hopefully they have some kind of plan that involves the bells and whistles, the smoke, the mirrors. You got to have David Blaine come and give them some ideas on how to trick the hell out of us. Call the mentalist. Hey, hypnotize the whole crowd and make us think that she got a chance. But whatever the hell you do, you got 2 weeks.
That's it.
That's it.
All right, so to your point.
Hey,
so,
look, an alternative suggestion.
But
Great
Bully,
job,
let me
Mark.
ask you this. Let me ask you this, Bully. Do you like the suggestion going in?
So we heard what Mark. We finally heard what Mark had to say. Let me say that because they was talking over Mark. Shoot, for about 10 minutes there. I don't agree. Smackdown is tonight. This is Friday. It's November the 18th that I'm shooting this. So just in case YouTube posted up late or we have issues uploading it is Friday, November 18th. SmackDown is tonight. And it is a scheduled match between Shotzi and what's her name? Shayna Baszler, right? I don't like the idea of Mark because I feel like we've seen that too many times, and we low-key saw it with Liv Morgan, kinda in a way, right? Well, she's the big underdog. Oh, I'm gonna fight my way up, and I'm tough, and I'm bad. Yeah, we kind of saw that already, right? What I would do, once again, leave your comments on this part as well, and if I like your comments better than mine, or if I like it, period, I would send you an Amazon gift card. If I think you got the best ideas for Shotzi in these 2 weeks, I would send you an Amazon gift card. So make sure you leave your comments like the video. And yeah, what I would do is tonight they have a scheduled match. I would have Shotzi take out Shayna Baszler backstage, beat her down to the point where they can't have a match. Because this is why you're trying to build up Shayna Baszler as this bad A again, right? But at the same time, you're trying to build up Shotzi for this one-on-one match with Ronda Rousey. You really shouldn't. I don't think it's a good time to have either lose, take a pin, or submit right now. So what I would do, I would have Shotzi just go on this backstage attacking spree. Attack Shayna tonight. Tell Ronda, when I see you, I'm coming for you as well. And then if somewhere on late in the night, you see her beating down Ronda Rousey. She attacked Ronda Rousey from behind as well, beating her down, and said, I'm not done with you. And then the next week, do it all over again. Shotzi has a match. Shayna comes running out trying to distract Shotzi. Shayna gets beat up by Shotzi again. Maybe Shotzi grabs a weapon, whatever you want to do it to make both look strong. And then she attacks Ronda Rousey again backstage. Because we all know Shotzi's going to lose at Survivor Series. Like, we know this, right? But if you do want to make it believable, Shotzi's going to have to whoop somebody. And she's going to have to do it these next 2 weeks. Not no regular match where she gets a pin or a roll up against Shayna. None of that. I want to see Shotzi beat some people down. That's what I need to see. So kind of what they've been doing with Liv jumping off the tables and beating people up backstage. That's what Shotzi needs to be doing these next 2 weeks. So that's my opinion. Thank you guys for joining and watching this YouTube exclusive. Hopefully I can get the Dave Chappelle one up sometime this weekend. I might have to do audio only because I did a video because I saw everybody else doing video and they blocked mine. So my wrestling fans, this one is for you. I got some more stuff coming up for the entertainment and the sports side. YouTube exclusives. The goal was 1,500 subscribers by January. We are above 1,600 and on our way to 1,700, ladies and gentlemen. So let's go.
Let's go.
Hey, man, thank y'all so much for the subscribes. Tell the people we do the Budget Cut podcast every Sunday. So if you want to come through and talk wrestling with me and my guy MT Darkness from Twitch, feel free to join us every Sunday evening as we talk the latest, the week of wrestling. Every Tuesday morning, we do a dope sports podcast. I'm getting all my podcasts mixed up. Every Tuesday morning, we do dope sports podcast. So if you're a sports lover, come chop it up with me and Tony from Get the Tables on Twitch. We are here live as well on YouTube on Tuesdays and Sundays for both podcasts. We got the Dope Content podcast. And now we're starting to add YouTube exclusives for my YouTubes as we continue to try to build YouTube to match the Twitch numbers. The Twitch, we over 6,100 people. YouTube, we're trying to get there. So let's get it, baby. Thank you so much once again for watching. Leave your comments for a chance to get an Amazon gift card, just like I do on Tuesdays on the sports podcast. And until next time, y'all be safe. I'm out.